Hi, this is PD at BurgZerg Arcade at BurgZergArcade.com, and this is live show number 10. We've already got the chat going a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on some of the answers that we have going on, or at least, sorry, some of the questions that we have going on. So I'm just going to pull the window into the screen here, just so I can see it a little bit better. First off, is it possible to make a football game like FIFA on Unity? Yes, it is. I don't see any limitations as far as the type of game that you'd want to be able to make on Unity. And yeah, you can make it for the PC, it's fine. Unity supports, I'm not sure if how new you are to Unity, but Unity does support the PC, the Mac operating system, the iPhone, the Android, Xbox, PlayStation, Wii. If your game's good enough, you can submit it to, I think it was called Union, is what Unity was calling it, and through that they can get it out to other devices, such as the Playbook from RIM, and I believe Nokia has one. It's like the Xperia or something like that. So yeah, there's quite a few platforms support. That's one of the things I really like about Unity is, you can write at least your base code once, and there's very little modification to get it out on the other platforms. Yeah, that's it there. Every time I look at it, I think of Onion. But anyway, that's a different story. There's a question asked earlier, what engine's better? And honestly, I haven't really spent a lot of time with the other big name engines, because once I found Unity, it does everything that I really need. And there hasn't been anything that I really can't do in it. So I haven't bothered really checking a lot of the other engines out. I've played around with a few of them, but I guess I'm just a Unity fanboy because I always end up coming back to it. And let me see, were there any other questions? I get a lot of questions about advanced features for the Hack and Slash tutorial series. Such things as, well, up here we have wood cutting and cooking. The point of the tutorial series is to give you, at the end, to have a really good base game with the basic mechanics built in, so you have something to basically build your game on. So at least you have some sort of idea how to go in different directions. It's not to give you a full-fledged AAA, quality game that you can just, go out, follow the tutorials, and stick it on the web somewhere, and oh my God, you're gonna have the next WoW killer type thing. It's completely not meant for that. It's just a learning tool, something for people who are just coming into Unity, maybe even new to programming, just to basically get their footing. That's pretty much it. Does anyone else have any other questions? Free animations for your model. Mixamo is probably the best idea. Yes, I've been a YouTube partner for 6 months now, I guess? I think it was around there. I'm not really sure. I can't remember if it was just after the new year, so a little less, maybe 4 months. Probably, yeah, it was probably around March break. But as far as free animations go, Mixamo, if you already have your model done and you don't know how to animate it, I really don't know any place where you can go to get it done for free. Mixamo is probably the best choice. Other options might be to go out, get Blender, and just watch some tutorials. Like, I've never heard of, is it Animatly? Okay, is it free? If it's free, it might be a good something to look into. Well, like I was saying before, you might want to go get Blender and check out a few tutorials on how to rig and animate your model. Now, you might notice the shout box is gone, and it's because I've told several people over and over again not to post your questions. Like, if you're having problems with one of the tutorials, don't post it in the shout box, because another person's eventually going to come along and have the exact same question, and it's going to have scrolled away in the shout box. They're not going to see, the question, and they're just going to ask the same one. And within a week, I started seeing a lot of questions asked over and over again. And even though I was asking these people not to, post it, just go over to the forums and post it. People weren't, so I just took it down. I just got tired of answering the same questions. What is your take on using static variables in your treasure chest? I want to see a list of items in the chest at runtime in the inspector. If you want, you don't necessarily have to make them static for that. You can just make it public. I haven't looked at it for a while. I think it's private. I think we're just using a private list, right? I'm not sure if you have the code handy. But I believe we were just using a private list. I'm not sure about that. There's a few. I was talking on Twitter. Let me just open this up. There's a lot of little commands you can use to either hide things from the inspector or put them in themselves. It's going to take me a while to find them on Twitter. I know there were direct tells to me. Well, some of them were. I'd personally like to keep it private. Like there's no point in making it public. You don't really want anything else accessing it. You could, well, you could just make it public and hide it. I don't know how you do it. Like, I guess if you really want it in the inspector, make it public and just have it listed in the inspector. I'm going to keep mine private because really, if I just want to see the stuff in the inspector, or sorry, if I want to see the stuff that's in my list, I'll just use a debug statement. Okay, well, thanks for showing up. I'm not really sure what the next one's going to be. As you know, it's pretty touch and go on which days I can actually do these on. Usually, I like to do them on a weekend, Friday or Saturday. I will do them on Sunday if I can get the day to do it. But Friday and Saturday are definitely the days I favor. And of course, my camera's over here, but my text box is over here, so I'm used to looking over here. But anyway, I try to leave the camera on 24/7. I do turn it off occasionally. If I feel like watching like a Netflix movie or something like that, I obviously can't stream that, so I have to turn the camera off. And sometimes I'll just be working on stuff that I just, client confidentiality, I don't want people to see. So the camera's off for that, but for most of the time the camera's on. Sometimes the service itself just goes down. I really don't have any control over that. But anyway, there's usually someone in the chat room if you want to stop by and say hi. Currently, right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us in there right now, and there was, I believe, at least 2 others in there that I seen earlier. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see everyone later. Bye-bye.